what would you tell somebody that sees it and goes, I want to get involved in this demonology in a sense. I want to study that
Oh
for
yeah.
more.
Yeah.
What would you
Well,
say to somebody like that?
well, I get that from time to time. In fact, at one time, this one person wrote me and they said, Father Ripperger, I have been praying about it, and God told me in my prayer that I am to be your assistant during these exorcisms. And so I'm going to move out to Denver and Colorado. Just tell me where I need to go and be, and I'll be there. And I'm just like, yeah, that's not how these things work. In fact, what I always tell people, look, there's a very specific vetting process we have for people to be assistants and that do our help, that help us, because you have to be pretty beefy spiritually before you can even be working on this side of things. But I tell people, look, first thing to do is learn more about the structure of this type of thing. And that's what the book is actually designed for. So that's part of it. But I just tell people, look, when it comes to demons, the primary thing is you don't want them in your life. Even in the case of possession, the goal is to get them out of there. So you don't want to start pursuing that or see that thing. And you'll see this from time to time. I'll come across people who are paranormal investigators, right? I'll tell you this one story. One time I was in Omaha, and there was this case where these paranormal investigators from Omaha contacted us. And they said, we got this woman, she's being attacked and not at us. I said, okay, bring her over. So they drive over, and I said some prayers. She said she felt something lifting. I didn't notice anything, but they said later that it all stopped, which was good. So something must have happened. But at the end of the meeting, I just said to her, I said, could you please step out? And then I told her that, I said, I'd like to talk to these two guys. And so she steps out, and I told the guys, I said, and there was another priest that was there that was training with me. And I said to the paranormal investigators, I said, I highly recommend you get out of this line of work. Of course, they were shocked by it. And of course, these are the guys that are doing the saging and all that jazz and smudging in the houses and all that. So all they're doing is making it worse. But I said, look, if you walk into a house that's infested, you can become, you could get attacked. And so one of them says, yeah, but that's why we bring you in. I said, by that time, it's too late. I've also seen this too with other people, lay people who do things that it's one thing if you want to pray for people, and that type of thing. But it's another thing if you want to be praying over people or doing things you shouldn't be doing.